Alright, I'm gonna do a full takedown video of my Dangerous Power G3 Spec-R just to show you like everything. Like I'm gonna take it fully apart, put it all back together, and this is good for just general knowledge on how to clean your paintball gun. I just went last weekend and I didn't clean it yet. I didn't chop any balls, so it'll probably be pretty good inside, but just, I'm bored. Things you'll need: Allen keys. For me, I need a micro screwdriver. I'm using Loctite on 2 pesky screws, and this is extra if you want to check your battery. One of those. Alright, so start by taking out your bolt plug, and then bolt. Oh, in that frame. Alright, so then you can see all the way through your gun. And then you start by, it's a 3/32 Allen wrench that is currently not here. Sorry about this. Where are you? There you are. Alright, so let's start by taking a 3/32 Allen wrench, and yep, right size. Put it in there, then you loosen your reg set screw. Detach your micro line, and here's your reg. I Loctited this piece to that just so this would always be one piece, but that's just for me. Jeez. There it is. This is your shims and piston. Your manual has a diagram on what order these should be in. I'm not going to mess with 9, but so this is pretty good. I'm not going to do anything to that since it's clean. I'll move these. More room. Alright, so I'll put my reg pieces there. Alright, now onto the gun. That's it. Mine comes loose, like so. That's why I Loctite that screw and that screw. So I'll just loosen them the rest of the way. Oh, first you have to disconnect your wires. This is probably going to be a long video, so because I'm taking it completely apart down to nothing. You don't have to do this like every time you play, but I have never, well, I have done this before, but I haven't done it in a while. So first of all, take your battery out, unplug it, and it's stuck in there. There it goes. Alright, now this is your board. There should be 2 connectors. I'm going to use needle nose pliers so that I don't rip the wires out. Been there, done that. Man. Yeah, I'm going to take off the other grip panel first. I haven't done this in a while. I'm kind of rusty. But so take the grips completely off. There's not going to be a second take of this video because it's going to take way too long. So, if anything goes wrong, I'm keeping it. Your panel's off. This is why you need the micro screwdriver for these screws. So, this will fall out. This is the button that goes right there in your switch. Put that off to the side. Keep all your screws there. And put the board through the other side. Be careful not to rip any wires, because that is a pain. You know what? I'm just going to take it through this side. Alright. So then you go. But you want to be really careful when you do this. Let's see if I use my fingers. It'll be easier. I don't want to pull too hard. Oh. You know what? That can stay in there. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while. But, alright, now you need a 5/64 Allen wrench to take off your eye covers. Slash detent covers. Oh. And you get out your detents. And these are your eyes. So I'll run this one through. Wait, nope. I remember this. You have to take out these screws. I remember the first time I tried to run the eyes through without taking out these screws. Didn't work out so well. Still in frame, right? This one's just caked in paint. Alright, so eye comes out, and other eye plate comes off. I will not take the solenoid off, it's just because it's not necessary. Alright, so detent spring, detent eye, and then solenoid is the thing that I could not get off. So I will attempt one last time to get it off, and if I can't, then I'm not going to. Because these connectors are pretty hard. I think if I break this connector, I have to get a whole new solenoid. There it goes. Here is just your bare trigger frame. A little paint thing. Alright, and those two screws in there is how you take off your ASA. Like the solenoid, you don't need to ever take this off really, although it is loose, so I will tighten it. Is this the Allen key? Nope, it's 3 seconds. It's 3 seconds. Oop, wrong way. And I haven't done that in a while. Okay. I love this bomb logging. I say I played with it 3 times now. It's just been great. It looks really cool too. Gee. These are like the cheapest Allen keys. They were like $5 at Home Depot. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm not. My tripod's like up in the air, so I could get everything in the shot, so. Alright, so that is your stock 45 group frame. I'll get for a rag, wipe it off. Make it all nice and clean. How many minutes am I at? I'm at 12 minutes. I still haven't started putting it back together. It's always great. Alright, so now that that's like that, let's go over the parts and clean them off. Grip panels. These are just standard 45 grip panels. This is all you'll have, that little red piece. But I have the CP reg stent. This is your regular body, macro line fitting, piston shim stack, bolt cover, bolt plate, whatever you want to call it. Upper solenoid, whatever, clamping feed neck. I've never seen a video on YouTube of somebody taking it completely apart and putting it back together, so I wanted to do it. So, yeah, I didn't chop paint, so last time I went, so I'm not going to clean, like, take off the feed neck because there's Loctite on it, and go in there and, like, make it spotless, since it already pretty much is spotless, because every time I play, I make my gun spotless. Because you have that much more advantage. So, I'll start by putting this. You put that wire through there. Oh, first, actually, you want to attach this board. Just kind of wiggle it back into place. Take your macro screwdriver, kind of wore off the magnetic stuff. And my camera just fell. So, and that happened. It's electrical tape to a tripod. Let me get another piece just so that doesn't happen again. Like I said, I'm not making any second takes of this video because it's too long. Bear with me. Paintball makes electrical tape, like, not work. The grease, it's just like, it's a nightmare. I lost my mounting bracket for my tripod, so that's why I have electrical tape. I have this knife, in case anybody even remotely cares. Gotta love this thing. Okay, so screw is, there it is. hate when the magnetic stuff wears off of these. It's such a pain. Screws are so small. And you let it find its hole, and then it goes. You don't want to make these too tight because, for obvious reasons, it's a circuit board. So you just want to snug it up. Oh, I keep going out of frame. And the last screw is nowhere to be found. There it is. Alright, put your eyes through. Alright, and for me, this is where the Loctite comes in. But, well, not quite yet actually, but anyway. Put your eyes in. They're designated holes. Just kind of work in the wires. And I'll put on this eye cover first. You just have to be patient with this stuff. You can't rush it. You don't want to strip out threads or anything. Just take your time, calm down, set aside like a half an hour or whatever. Just sit, relax, and do it. Detents. This is what a detent is. Most of you already know that, but if you're taking your gun fully apart and you have enough confidence to do it, then you probably know what a detent is. And it's this one, of course, one that I didn't clean. Make sure it's all nice and clean. Clean makes a huge difference. I mean, yeah, it's just like you can have like a rental Tipman that's dirty and have your own Tipman that's like spotless, and it'll be like twice as good as a regular Tipman that's renting. Just a little philosophy. So like I said, just put the eye in the designated eye hole. I already cleaned. Oh, first detent. Detent spring. Cover. And my solenoid wire came out. Alright. It's starting to look like a gun again. What am I at? I'm at 20 minutes about. So that's like that. And I'll attach the solenoid to the motherboard. Goes right in there like that. And I will plug in my battery. There's a funny story on this battery. I just broke the dangerous power wires and I'm too cheap to buy a rebuild kit. So I just kind of soldered my own thing. It works fine. It just always says your battery's on yellow. Fine by me. I'm going to put in one screw just to kind of make my life easier. I don't know if these are the long ones. Just to kind of hold it together. Alright, that one's in there. Alright, now in goes the battery. The G4 is almost exactly like this too. Just saying, the regulators, sorry, is a little different, but it's like the same basic idea. Alright, so you put those wires in there, make sure it turns on. Oh, forgot the button. Oh god, am I gonna have to take the whole other side off now? Jeez. Probably squeeze it in there. Oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna do the video without it, and then after that I'm gonna go in and take everything apart. And put that thing in. But I will annotate that in so people after this watching it will not do what I did. So jeez, I'm dropping everything today. I'm filming around a tripod. Alright, just to show you what turns on, I'll just use an Allen key to hit the button. That's your solenoid. Alright, regulator. What you would normally do to do this is just put some lube on your shims, but mine's already lubed. So, yeah, lube on the shims, and then just put it in there, press it in tight, well not tight, just till you hear like a little snappish type sound. Put this in. It's a 3/8 inch Allen key, but mine's in my gear bag. So, what you do is, so this is just a bigger, will a number 9 fit? The world may never know. Come on, number 9 Allen wrench. Alright, it fits good enough. So you just kind of snug that up a little. Put some more thread locker. Alright, Loctite. Only use blue 242. Don't get the red kind. You will have a gigantically bad time. Because the red kind is basically like, if you want something to never come off again, use the red kind. I squirted a little too much, so. Loctite in paintball is kind of controversial, but if you don't use too much and you know what you're doing, it's fine. I know what I'm doing with it because I like use it on knives and stuff. But, alright, so you just maintain your regulator. Now, what you want to do, screw it in there. Oh yeah, like I was saying, never use red Loctite on anything. Most people say don't even use blue stuff on paintball, but it's necessary for some parts. So, now, macro line fittings. Oh man. Oop, I'm prying apart my grip frame. Yeah, like I said, don't be lazy like I just tried to do. Just have to go through. I won't attach that until after I do these screws. Alright, so Loctiting a screw. It's easy. Taffy, you probably know how to do it, but for the others, I will show. So, take your Loctite, blue number 242. Squeeze. That is way too much. I cut the bottle a little too, like, far on this one, so you just kind of get yourself like a decent amount. And don't do this for all screws, just like kind of use trial and error. Like I know that I played for 5 hours on Saturday. I played like 20 games about, and these screws are like completely loose. And I am tired of it. So, I am Loctiting them. I'll do this one up close. So you take this and squeeze a little on there, and then you kind of take a towel, get it off your fingers, just leave some in the threads. You don't want to glop on it because otherwise it spills out and gets into other things, and that can be a bad time. If you don't have thread locker, Loctite I mean, or just any thread locker, it doesn't have to be Loctite brand. Loctite's just the best and like the original. You can use nail polish, no joke. You can take like your sister's or whatever, your mom's nail polish, and just like brush a little on the ends of the threads and then screw it in. It won't obviously work as good as Loctite, but it'll still give you kinda like dollar store Loctite results. But so Loctite is not cheap either. And I apparently adjusted this thing a little. So just having a little hard time going back on. But geez, where is and I'm stripping the ionization off my CP thing. Okay. So I'm not going to do it like that. I'm just going to show you. I will screw it back on. I would have done this better, but I don't want to make like a 2-hour video. It's already a half an hour. God. Okay, so that would normally be in there, but since I have it like weird, it is not. So, oh, bolt. almost forgot. So, you normally do, lube up your bolt, smear it around. In goes the bolt. And then take this, I'm just going to wipe mine off. Yours will probably be red. This is an accessory they sell extra. Get one like that. Take your Allen key, just give it a little snug, and you are done. Except for now I have to move this and put my button back in. But anyway, that is what you do to take your DP G3 Spec-R or G4, basically the same thing, all the way apart and put it all the way back together. Except for this little bottom piece in the regulator, but you will never have to do that. If you ever have a reg creep or anything, just tell your pro shop or your field, and they will take care of that, because there are tons of little parts in there that you do not want to mess with. And that is it. So, goodbye.